Hey everyone, I had a recorded beginning that I used with my flip cam because I needed that to show you around my little scrap space, but I figured if I can cut down on the time that the camera is kind of shaky, then I'll do it. So I'll do my intro now. The scrap space it's pretty pathetic as far as scrap faces, crap faces, scrap spaces go, but it's what I have to work with, and that's what it's going to be. So here's my scrap space, and I'm excited to get started. And I think the first thing I'm going to work on is a tag for a swap on scrapbook.com. So I guess that's it. Let the tour begin.
This is my entire scrap area, and that's my scrap desk. Just a little folding table that I realized we had and thought I'd steal it. So I commandeered it, and it's now mine. So thankfully it's already got some stains on it, so it doesn't matter if I mess it up with all my scrappy goodies. Here we go. Okay, I used to have the Making Memories Embellishment Center, and I still have it, but it's in our storage garage. I don't really have any place to put it as far as walls go. And the only wall it would go on is over there, and I would have to crawl over my bed, which is full of crap right now, to get anything. So I decided to put all of this over here, and I will of course be getting up and sitting back down to work a lot, which isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. And this big organizer here, I got this and these three drawers down there, and you can't see it, but it's a big black tote that was $95, and I got all of that for $50. So I'm pretty proud of myself. And these two, this used to have rollers on it, or wheels, and I took them off and stacked it on top of the one that still has wheels, and that was just barely enough room for everything. Up here I have my stamps. Yeah, so that actually took up a lot of room because I don't like to have them all stacked up, so I can't see which stamp is which. I don't like to rustle through them all. And here we've got ribbons, live fibers, a little bit of fabric, feathers, some lace. That's lace actually, but my ribbon supply is so bad right now. I've got some in the garage on that embellishment center, but I really don't feel like going out there and pulling it all off. And then nothing's that great anyway, so I will just continue to stock up as I get the money to. And this is my embellishment drawer. Good lord. I think what I'm going to have to end up doing with this is pulling the drawer out and then setting it over my bed as I work, because there's so much stuff in here that I didn't even know I had. I'm like, I got there's like some Prima bling I found and some really beautiful flowers, or a beautiful flower, I don't know, but it was really, really pretty. And I'm like, wow, I did not know I had all this stuff. So score for that. I thought I was, so low on supplies, I was gonna have to go and buy a bunch of stuff to scrap again, and I'm pretty good for a little while. And this is my punch drawer, so I can't get a whole lot more punches if I want to put them all in one drawer. But yeah, and this right here, I've got like brads and some letters and sticker letters and all that fun stuff. I'm running out of battery, so if it cuts off and then suddenly starts up again, it means battery died, and then I replace the battery and splice the video together. Here we have embossing powder, and these are all acrylic stamps in here. There's actually, once they stack up, there are actually quite a few of them. And then finally down here, it's kind of like some Tim Holtz masks and grunge paper. And what else is down here? Grunge letters, and these are a few little those pre-made albums and transparency sheets that I use for custom rub-ons. And over here, I have all my old fabric that I use for flowers and whatnot. So in here is all my little floral stuff that I use when I make like bouquets and flowers and all that good stuff. And there's a piece of lace I threw in there because I didn't know what else to do with it. And here is lots of, there's like crochet thread in there, crimper, black fabric, spray paint, some fibers and ribbon, and this furry thing here. And down here, this is this out of the way, the Glimmer Mist drawer. And I actually had a mishap. Apparently my Violet Fields wasn't turned on, or the cap wasn't screwed on as tightly as it should have, and it got all over my hands as I was pulling bottles out of the bag. So yeah, my hands are still stained from it, and now my hands are stained from the alcohol ink I just unpacked today, so it's gonna be a while before my hands look normal again. But yeah, that's my Glimmer Mist, and that was my favorite thing to unpack. And down here, got some cutting stuff, and designer on a cutting mat, and various things. And down here is a mishmash of stuff I didn't really know what to do with. And I think that's it. And I've got some letters and embellishments here. And then I've got some paper stuck in between there. Cuttlebug folders. These little tins have all kinds of different stuff in them. Alcohol ink, these are my stickles. Those are distress stickles. And then I somehow, don't know how I got it, but I have Perfect Pearls Mist. And I haven't figured out what to do with my scissors yet. These are all my reference things that I have for picking out colors like Glimmer Mist or alcohol ink, figure out what they look like exactly before I use them if I'm not real familiar with it. Because I get so many colors sometimes I don't realize what I have. This drawer, and these things are just enormously heavy. It's kind of hard to pull out. But this one actually has my Cuttlebug in it, and I was really excited that it fit in there because I didn't want to have to use some more floor space to fit it. And these are my dies here. And so sadly my Circles #2 die doesn't really cut very well anymore, and I've been looking for it, but I can't really find it online anymore, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I've got some flowers in here, and then all this is like stamped accessories for the most part, and some paint. And in here, these are nestability stuff. And I've got all my Cuttlebug, my plates and stuff. And then in this box here, I have all of my pearls, my Perfect Pearls. And I can't believe I almost forgot that name. Wow. And got some little baggies and stuff that I use for when I pack up stuff for swaps. And down here, oh dear lord, this is heavy. It's full of paper, and this is just paper pads, all my loose paper. I'll show you in a minute. This is just unbelievably heavy, and there's so much more paper that I think I still need, because I look at the paper I have and I'm like, well, all the pretty pages are gone. I used them all. But I refuse to throw any of it away unless it's like wrinkled or damaged or whatever. But this is where I keep all of my unbound or whatever paper. It's not like in a pad. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 of these clear things that hold paper. And finally the tote here, I'll show you, those are some bags. Okay, and I've got chipboard in there, and then I've got more loose paper. So that does it. I can't figure out what to create first, but I will figure it out and show you guys as soon as I get it done. Alright, hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving.